The Secret Garden, Chapter 7, Mr. Craven's Surprise. Deacon pushed Collins' wheelchair down the path to the door of the secret garden. Mary opened the door slowly and looked all around to make sure no one could see them. However, all of a sudden they heard an angry voice say, "What are you doing here, Bear?" Mary, calling Deacon, turned around so Ben Westcott looked at them from the top of the garden wall. Ben saw Colin the wheelchair and was very surprised. Colin looked at Ben and said, "Do you know who I am?" "Yes, of course I do," Ben answered. "You are the poor little boy who is always ill and staying in his room." Colin sat up hungry and cried, "There's nothing wrong with me, and I assure you." He pulled himself up out of his chair, and with Deacon's help, he stood up straight and tall. "Look at me," Colin shouted. "Just look at me." "Oh, you dear boy," screamed Ben, and started crying because he was so happy. Colin sat up suddenly and stopped feeling afraid. "I'm not afraid anymore," he cried. "It's the magic of a secret garden. The magic that made all the plants grow strong has made me grow strong too." That evening, when Colin was sitting with Mary, he was quiet. "I'm not going to be a poor sad boy anymore. If I believe that I'll be strong and well, then magic will make it happen." The next day, when the children went into the garden, Colin told Deacon and Mary to watch him. "I'm going to show you that the magic has made me well. Careful, taking a few steps at a time." Colin walked around the garden. He looked very happy. "Please, knip this record," he said. "When I can walk and run really well, I will walk into my father's study and say, 'Here I am, as well and strong as any boy in Yorkshire.'" It was not easy to keep Colin's secret. The magic garden made Colin's eyes shine and his pale face become pink. Each day Colin married it aside to make them strong, and soon they were happy and healthier. Mary looked pretty, and Colin didn't look ill anymore. Everyone who knew them was surprised at the change. At the time that the secret made its magic for Colin, Mr. Craven was traveling in Europe. He was trying to run away from his sadness, but nothing could comfort him. One day, while he was walking in Austria, he sat down by a river and felt his mind and his body start to relax. The gentle sound of running water filled him with a peace, and suddenly he felt both healthy and happy. Since he was feeling better, he continued his journey to Italy. One night, he fell asleep while sitting by Lake Como and dreamed about his wife's garden at the Miss White Manor. The dream made him to decide to return at once. As soon as he arrived home, he went to the garden. As he walked slowly toward the door of the secret garden, all of a sudden came back to him. He wondered how he could find the key to the garden. Then he heard laughter from the other side of the wall. Suddenly the door opened and the boy ran out. He was a tall, handsome boy, and Mr. Craven looked at him, unable to speak. Colin stood still and looked at his father in surprise. Then he said, "Father, I'm calling your son. You can't believe it, but it's true." Colin took his father into the garden and told him how the magic made the flowers and the tree grew and made him grow strong and healthy. Mr. Craven thought it was a wonderful story. He sat down next to Mary, Deacon, and the animals and talked and rooted for the first time in 10 years. He was very proud of his happy, healthy son. Now there will be no more secrets, said Corny. I never need my wheelchair again. I will walk with you, father. They all sat up and walked back to the house. Mrs. Beddock and Martha watching amazing as Mr. Carvan walked happily across the lawn. Next to him, with his up high and his high full of laughter, walked Colin. He was as strong and well as any boy in your child. Ci vediamo al prossimo video, baci, Zia Ari!